Learning is Nishmas Etta Ahuva by Yaakov. Kesubos Perik Yud Mishna Hey. Misha Hayanase Arba Nashim. Someone was married to 4 women, Umeis, and he dies. Harishona Kedem is Shnia, Vishnia Lishnishis, Vishlishis Liravis. This is like we learned earlier, whichever Kesuba was written first, they have the right to collect first. Harishona Nishbas Lishnia, when after the first one collects, or as the first one, in order for the first one to collect, the second one could be mechayev the first one is shvua, because she wants to make sure that the first one is not collecting in the incorrect manner, and then there'll be nothing left over to her. And the same thing with the next two, the shnia l'shlishis, the third one can make the second one swear, v'shlishis l'revius, the fourth one can make the third one swear. But on the fourth one is a machlekes. The Tanakama says haravius nifrash shaloi b'shvua. The fourth one doesn't have to swear because there's no one over here to make the fourth one swear. And we're talking about over here that the Yisayim Gedalim, and therefore there was no shvua necessary according to the Tana of this Mishnah. The fourth one also needs to make a shvua. So in the Gemara, there are 3 reasons given for bananas why the fourth one would have to swear. The first reason is in the case that it comes out that one of the fields that the previous 3 wives collected turned out never belonged to the Baal, the Sadish Eina Shaloi. So now the fourth one that collected was a Baal Chayv Me'ucher Shekadam V'Gava, because really she had no right to collect now that one of the early ones is left without a field. So the question is, when you say Baal Chayv Me'ucher Shekadam V'Gava, if she collected, would the earlier ones now be able to go over and take it away? So bananas held no, and therefore number 1, 2, and 3 have a right to make number 4 swear, because they want to make sure that number 4 had a right to it also, just in case it's a case of Sadish Eina Shaloi, and then they would want to go ahead and collect it from them. Because otherwise they're not going to be able to collect it from the fourth one, so they want to make sure that the fourth one's getting it in the first place with the ashes. The second oifen in the Gemara is really, if it turns out it's a Sadish Eina Shaloi, then number 1, 2, or 3, whichever one's Eina Shaloi, will be able to go after the fourth one and collect. So why do they need to make the fourth one swear? Because we're afraid that the fourth one is going to ruin the field that she collects. And if she ruins it, then that's going to affect number 1, 2, and 3 when they go ahead and collect it from her. And the third reason given to the Gemara is that bananas held that even Yisayim Gedalim have to make a shvua. Mishnah continues. If all 4 nashim, their ksuva was written on the same day, so then in Yerushalayim they wrote hours in the ksuva, so whoever's hour written in an earlier hour, they collect first. The same way if it's an earlier day, an earlier hour, it collects first. The Mishnah ends off, if it's all the same exact hour, and there's only 1 mana, so then cholkas b'shava, they will be cholkas b'shava, and that was like we learned previously in Mishnah Dalet. And Teisyantav even asked, what's the chiddush of this Mishnah, of that line in the Mishnah? Mishnah Vav, Misha hayanasei shtei nashim, if someone was married to 2 women, umachar esadeu, and the Baal sells his field to a lekeach, so we know that a ksuva you could collect from the lekeach. But over here, Kasva Rishayna Lekeach the Midvarim Ein Yimcha. The first wife, the Ksuva Rishayna, she wrote to the Lekeach, then I'm not going to collect from you. So the second one now could collect from the Lekeach. Ashniya Meitzia Mehalekeach. Arishayna Min Ashniya. But the first one now could collect it from the second one, because the first one just said, I'm not going to collect from the Lekeach. But if the second woman collects it, then the first one could go over to the second one and collect it, because her Ksuva is Rishayna. But now, once the first one has it, halikeach min harishayna. Now the lekeach you get it from the rishayna. B'chayzeres kalila, because now again the second one can get it from the lekeach. Achiyasa pshara b'neiim. So it's a never-ending cycle until they would make a pshara between them. The Mishnah ends off. V'chein bal chayv. You could have a similar situation with a bal chayv. If someone owed someone money and he sold 2 fields, so the Malva could take it away from one lekeach, but if the case that the lekeach wrote to the Malva told one of the lekechim that I'm not going to take it away from you, so then the other lekeach could take it away from that first lekeach, and then the Malva could go ahead and take it from lekeach number 2, and it would continue going. B'chein isha ba'al eschayv, instead of a malva, same thing with a isha who has a ksuva, and the baal sold a field to two leichin, and one of the isha told one of the leichin that I'm not going to collect from you, but she would collect from the other leikeach. So then the cycle would keep on going, and they would have to make a pshara b'neim.